heart to
This call
receive from what we're going to be sharing this morning with our company, with our president. Our coach has over 28 years of experience. Our coach is also an author. He's very successful in this industry, living a principle-driven lifestyle based on the Word of God. Acts chapter 4 and 34. He is over a seven-figures earner. Well, as you've heard me mention earlier, his mandate is to help 200,000 families to earn six figures income and to be financially free. What a place to be. You're at the right place at the right time. Please help me welcome to the platform this morning our coach, author, pastor, president, Pastor Kenny Smith. Good morning to you, Pastor Smith. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Dr. Breakthrough. Good morning, everybody. Don't get me singing now, okay? Pastor Smith, are you there? Okay, I don't know if he's muted out or having a bad connection. I know he's nearby. So, okay, guys, until he comes on, if you'd like to give me your name and where you're calling from, let's do that right now. You could unmute yourself and get back in.
Well, I am here. Can you hear me okay?
Well, now I can. Good morning to you, sir. Welcome to the class.
Praise God. I mute myself out every morning, and for some reason, as the callers come on, it'll just erase me from the screen. So I didn't know what happened, but I'm glad we're here. I was saying I'm here.
I heard you in the spirit, but not in the natural. But welcome to the...
Amen. God bless you. Well, hey, Uplyftt, welcome. Praise God. You know, this is the Lord's doing, and it's marvelous in our eyes. And I'm so excited to give you and bring you always updates and good news. You know, we have an incredible mission in front of us to help 200,000 families make six figures. God's done it. I mean, He's doing it. And Psalms 118 says, this is the Lord's doing. It is marvelous in our eyes. I have to tell you, it is marvelous in my eyes to see what God is doing, the things that we're doing to add such great value to the platform. You're going to be very, very proud when you see it all come together here in the next few days. But I want to give you some good news on the PowerPoint, the compensation plan PowerPoint was completed for some of our leaders yesterday and being revised. And we'll have it up on the site for you to have the new PowerPoint. That'll be up tomorrow. And you'll be able to click on there and kind of have it for all the leaders as you do what you do. Also coming soon this week will be our weekly webinars. We'll have some live webinars. And then we're going to also have Spanish and English translations of our data, since we have our new PowerPoint up, and now we can, our new conversation plan, we can get Spanish and English out, and even French in days to come. We're going to be working there for the Spanish community, getting you guys where you need to be. And we're going to have our webinars on demand. We're working on those now, scripting it for our leaders. And so that'll be up and going. So excited about that. Good news as well. Our IT department is working with the programmers to get everything ready for the back office to get stood up. You'll be able to see genealogies coming up as we've always promised. The thing that was needed was the comp plan to be vetted, and that's been done. So we're doing strategically the things that God is telling us to do. He's given us insight. Now, thank you for your prayer. Many great leaders around the country doing great things, great meetings going on. I can't name all the great leaders. I'll miss somebody, but the community is growing, guys. We are delivering on our promise of a cleaner, better, safer social media platform to the world that's going to allow us to share our profits with them and allow them to come out of financial poverty and break through. I'm telling you right now, it's a powerful mission, and God Himself is doing that. I want to make a great announcement today as well. Uplyftt will be on a syndicated television show. That's right. And I'm outside here on my patio, but Uplyftt will be on a syndicated television show called Rise Again. Rise Again. Now, we'll have this posted. It'll come out on 31, 31, 31. So be sure to get all your team to text Uplyftt, UPLYFTT, to 31, 31, 31. But 2 o'clock Central, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be streaming live, and it's www.aocinc. A is in Apple, O is in um, open, C is in Charlie, INC, AOCinc.org. .org. The community media, they're out of Lafayette, Louisiana. We're going to be on there, just kind of sharing the Uplyftt mission to the world. And the time is right for it, guys. People really want this safer place to come, and the disruptor that's going to actually allow people to earn for building a community that they've been doing all their lives. They've been on social media since 2005. They've been building, but they've made the owners super rich, but they've not made the people advance. Well, guys, you need to keep doing your profiles with a promise. Nehemiah 200, I see you there. We'll be having some calls for you next week. Also, the 7, still looking for the 7 who are ready to take their place as the 7. Again, the 7 are going to get this. We'll put up on the site soon. The week vacation with Coach. Okay, week vacation for those who can get their 20 in. Amen. 20 leaders in. And that's pretty powerful with the new comp plan. Also, this week, we're going to have a leadership call Thursday that'll be posted on the call on the site today. Well, it'll be posted actually with the leaders. We'll get the leaders to the leaders. It's a leadership only posting that's going to happen for that. So you'll be able to be on that call. We're excited about that because you'll be able to be updated, and we'll get a chance to answer some questions that may be out there as we keep moving forward to keep you informed on what's taking place, guys. So, we're talking this week, Dr. Breakthrough, at least not the whole week, but yesterday he talked about expectation and confidence. I want to encourage you to have the confidence of a leader. The confidence of a leader. Being chosen by God. That's how I looked at it when I made my first $1 million in network marketing. I felt like God chose me. Out of all the people on the planet, I just could not get over how faithful God was to me to choose me to be in early in a company that is now a $1 billion company with a $6 billion a year goal. And as the company grows, you have to understand something. As the company grows, so do you. I think it's so awesome that God would choose each of you to be here at this time on this planet, to be a part of this movement. There's going to be books written about Uplyftt, just like it was about Excel and other things of that nature there. But there's going to be books written because why? Because of the movement, what we did to change the order of things. And but it takes great confidence to know that early. Many people never can realize early that they're at the right place. Many recognize it late. I hear people say, I have a friend of mine who had a chance to be one of those top leaders that invested in Amazon, the friends of the owner of Amazon. And this individual had the time. He was there. They asked him, and he said no. Why? Because he couldn't see the timing. He couldn't see where he was. He couldn't see that it was something that was going to be huge. And he kicks himself today because he would have been a multi-millionaire as the stock kept splitting. He'd have been a multi-millionaire. Well, many can't recognize that. I'm trusting that you leaders can recognize where you are. You're not in some deal, but you're in something that God has ordained and chosen you to be here early. So don't cast away your confidence. Make sure you stay strong in that because it has great recompense of reward. So when you're expecting something, you got to make sure you keep your confidence. I mean, Lottie and Dottie and everybody going to tell you something different, but you must keep your confidence if you're truly expecting something great to happen. Well, guys, this is my time for the day. I'm going to go ahead and bring on our master leader, our trainer, our coach. Matter of fact, he won't be great study a teacher's teacher. He's our breakthrough specialist. Coming up to the call today, ladies and gentlemen, as always, our coach to teach us something this morning about personal development. And that's Dr. Breakthrough, better known as, Dr. Stan, better known as Dr. Breakthrough. It's breakthrough time.
Shark, yes it is. The Bible says there's a time and season for everything underneath the sun. So it's breakthrough time and it's uplift time, because you're not going to get a breakthrough unless you're uplifted. So most women will eventually get a face lift. Every human being needs a faith lift. And with uplift, we're going to give you a faith lift if you apply. So real quick, I'm going to start with my June declaration. I say this to myself all the time. You might as well hear it. I'm actually going to say it to myself and just let y'all listen to me talk to myself. How's that? By the way, I like talking to myself because I like talking to an intelligent brother. Oh, come on, somebody. And sometimes I talk back to myself because I like to hear two intelligent brothers talking. Now, as long as you don't go too far with that, you'll be okay. All right. Hey, don't mind me. My ABCD didn't give me my medication this morning, so I think I'll be all right there anyway. So, hey, I declare and decree, Job 22:28, that June is an incredibly blessed month. Every week of June is a blessed week for me, and every day is a blessed day. I'm walking in the strength of God during this month, and I'm experiencing peace, joy, and fullness. June is a month of great grace, power, favor, wisdom, and faith. I believe and receive miracles. I expect and experience financial breakthroughs during this month. June brings great health, strength, and wealth. I am increasing in revelation knowledge and wisdom during this month. I hear the voice of God clearly and speak his word with power, clarity, and authority. I continually thank and praise my mighty God, because no weapon formed against me can prosper. I am an overcomer. I am prospering, and I am experiencing divine supernatural increase. Great health manifests itself during this month. New discoveries spring forth for me in this incredibly blessed month of June. My God is raising up powerful people in prominent places that will use their power, wealth, and influence to help me achieve his purpose in my life. I anticipate receiving this or more by the end of June or sooner. And I want to tell you, my friend, it's been happening in my life. I've been speaking it and speaking it and speaking it. It's been happening. Again, the most favorite quote in all the world to me is Muhammad Ali when he said, I said I was the greatest a long time. Let me say it again. A long time. Let me say it again. A long time. Okay, let me say it again. A long time before I even believed it. See, that's what separates the men from the boys and the women from the girls. You see, he said, I said I was the greatest a long time before I ever believed it. So he figured out what he wanted to believe, where he wanted to be. He knew he couldn't get to that place unless he believed it, but he knew he wouldn't believe it unless he would hear himself saying it enough times to where he finally would believe what he was hearing, because he figured out faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word. So he said, if I could hear myself say it over and over and over and over again, eventually I'm going to believe it. And once I believe it, watch this now, I'm going to now be able to do it because I believe it. Remember, I talked about be, do, and have. So, hey, let's finish up on what we started yesterday. I'm so excited, my friend. Again, I love empowering other people. Jim Rohn and I were speaking at a spiritual retreat in Montana. And by the way, if you don't have the CD, the best training I've ever done, I believe, at least up until this point, the very best has never been done yet, but the best up until this point. By the way, did you catch what I just said? The best that I've done up to this point. See, that's one of the things too about successful people. They always believe there's a higher level they can go. They don't just get satisfied. They just keep growing. They're constantly growing and improving, and they don't use limiting languages, limiting words and thoughts to make them think everything's okay. No, no. This CD called The Magic and the Mystery is the best training I've done to date, but the very best, right? I mean, and by the way, for somebody, it might be the one that I'm giving right now. So remember, we talked about you get what you expect. We've heard it said, but the problem is you don't get what say you expect. You only get what the subconscious mind expects. So you gotta understand that. So again, our expectancy, what you expect makes a magnet, and so you start getting what you expect. See, one of the things about successful people, by the way, expect success. I mean, they just expect it. They just know it's going to happen. It may not happen exactly when they want it to happen, but they know it's going to happen, and that's why I keep it on. And that's why when everybody else slows down, they actually can speed up. Why? Because they know they are going to succeed, period. The sun rises in the east, sets in the west. The Pope is a Catholic, and I'm going to do this thing. So expectancy, they have high expectancy, unlike many others who lower their expectations, watch this now, to meet their former experiences. So the first word I gave you was expectancy. In other words, you get what you expect. But the second word I gave you was experience, because sometimes the problem is our expectancy is based on our former experiences, which means if we experience something that was bad, if our experience in a home-based business wasn't that good, if we experienced getting started with this company and it failed, and that company and it failed, and that company and it's failed, sometimes we lower our expectations to meet our former experiences, and then we take the experience of the past and we project that and literally create a magnet for it to happen in our present or in our future. So again, my friend, I'm not talking about what you expect in your conscious mind. I'm talking about the subconscious mind. You remember I talked about how I'm working on that book, Breakthrough to Mental Self-Defense, because your greatest, get this now, your greatest enemy is your undisciplined or subconscious mind, and we want to train and teach people to take your greatest enemy and turn it into your greatest ally. God meant for your mind to be able to be one of your great power sources, but for most people, it's a disempowering source. And that is, they've allowed what they've experienced to program their expectations. And that's why when bad things happen, they say, oh, I knew that was going to happen. Oh, it was just a matter of time. And so again, my friend, you get what you expect, but it's not what you say you expect consciously, is what your subconscious expects. So we go from expectancy, number 2, experience, number 3, exchange. So again, like I said, just like you bought things at the store and you had to take it back, it's time to exchange. You got to see some of you, your expectancy, you've lowered your expectancy level to only meet your experiences. And so instead of lowering your expectancy to meet your experience, we're going to cause our experience to jump up to our expectations. Oh, that's good right there. So expectancy is the first word, experience the next word. The third word is exchange. Romans 12 says you're transformed by the renewing of your mind. So we got to exchange, come on somebody, the bad expectation and those former experiences that may not have been just right. I told you about my brother. Well, I think I did. But anyway, one of my brothers, Ron, he's a year younger than I am. And we were talking not long ago, and he's like, man, he said, bro, things are going so good. I said, man, I've been praying for you. I'm so happy for you. He said, but man, it's so good, it's scary. He said, I just know something bad is going to happen soon. I was like, bro, stop. He's like, what do you mean? I said, you hear what you just said? I said, in other words, Listen, you have so conditioned yourself. You've gotten so used to struggling. You've gotten so used to things being bad that now when things are getting good, you're automatically expecting something bad to happen, which means you have created faith. Watch this now. Negative faith that something bad's going to happen. I said, why don't you just say to yourself, I mean, if you're going to talk to yourself intelligently and say, listen, I've made some bad choices. I've had to pay the consequences. I've paid the consequences. Now it's time to move on to bigger and better things. And this now is what I'm enjoying. And I think I'll make better choices so I can have even better consequences and let it keep getting better. He said, oh, man, that's good. Thanks. Yeah, he said, I never quite thought about that. I said, yeah, you know what happens? I said, sometimes what happens is we get used to our experience. We get used to our experience so much that we start dictating and we start recreating that thing. So in essence, the problem is this. I said, you got to recondition your expectations and recondition your mind, because what's happened is you've gotten comfortable with being in a struggle. You've gotten comfortable, are used to things going wrong, and now things are going right, and now you're uncomfortable with things going right. I said, no, you need to flip that bad boy where things are going right. You get so comfortable with that if things go wrong, you should feel uncomfortable with that. And so again, expectancy, number one. Number two, experience. Number three, exchange, right? And then number four, excel. Excel or excellence. In other words, my friend, listen. Your expectancy oftentimes is based on your former experiences. So what you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to exchange your, get this now, your low expectations. You have to exchange those negative expectations that's buried deep, kind of like an iceberg. You know, the iceberg, the top of the iceberg is the little teeny part, but what you see on top of the water doesn't compare to the huge thing underneath the water. And your conscious mind, your conscious expectations is what's on top of the water, but the thing that sank the huge Titanic, the so-called unsinkable Titanic, was that huge piece underneath the water. And what sinks people is not what they consciously say, is not what they consciously think, is what they subconsciously think. And so now what you have to learn to do is you've got to excel. In other words, you've got to go after excellence. And excellence is what? Excellence is me conforming to what God says. See, that's why I just be honest. I don't know how y'all folk do it without the Lord. I've never been a self-made man. I'm a God-made man. But watch this now. So more power to you, my friend. But I'm just telling you that to me, it's an empowering belief to know that I have a creator who created me and has a vision of me, that has a belief in me that I can do a whole lot better. And so if I'm going to tap into excellence, if I'm going to excel, I've got to start focusing in on his expectations for me. Again, the thing that changed my life more than anything, I told you before, and I'm going to constantly tell you until it sinks in, and that is when I didn't believe in myself, when I had super low expectations of myself, other people had higher expectations of me and thought I could do things I didn't think I could do. But because I didn't want to let them down, I gave it a shot based on their belief, based on their expectation of me, and it shocked me to see that it happened. I love telling the illustration. I think it's in page 31 of my book. Your breakthrough is guaranteed. 7 simple steps to your success, which, by the way, is one of the only books I know that has 100% money back guarantee. You buy the book, don't get at least one breakthrough, we give you your money back. You don't even have to return the book. But we've never had anybody to date ask for a refund. We've had folks order 5 more, 10 more, case more. One lady ordered 100 and paid full price for all 100 copies. But watch this now. Matter of fact, I had one dude that said, "Look, I'll give you 100. That book, the way you talk about that book, I'll give you $100." And I looked on the back, it said 25, and He said he'll give me 100. I said, well, actually, it's twice as good as what I said, but I'll take the 100. He bought the book for $100. I was speaking in his area, back in that area in Tennessee, by the way, during a television program a year later. And the same guy came to me and said, man, you got another one of those $100 books. That thing was good. So he bought another $25 book for $100. But listen carefully, my friend. Expectancy, experience, exchange, excellence, or excel. And then lastly, number 5, explore. Explore. See, here's how you're going to change your expectations based on your bad, quote unquote, experiences, and you're going to exchange it. That is the word explore. In other words, learn to ask and explore, learn to ask this question the right way. What if I could be better? What if this thing could work better than anything else I've ever seen or done? What if this relationship could get better than I ever dreamed? What if God blessed me so that I couldn't hardly even handle it? What if he opened up the windows of heaven and poured me out a blessing that there was not room enough to receive it? What if he used this business, Uplyfft, to bless me beyond my wildest? See, most people, when they use the word what if, that phrase, what if, those two words, they use it in the negative, based on negative expectations. No, what if, in other words, explore. Watch this now. Ooh, this is good right here. Get this, I'm about to say it. Learn to visit your success on the canvas of your imagination. The word explore means using your imagination. This separates the successful from the unsuccessful. Use your imagination, visualize your success, visualize the thing coming out better than you dreamed, and now you're exploring the possibilities of your full potential. You're exploring, watch this now, and this will help you to exchange low expectation for high, powerful expectation that will track the thing that you want to track. See, the word says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Not in his mind, in his heart, his deep-seated, the subconscious. See, Napoleon Hill wrote a whole book on that one concept, as a man thinketh. Robert Allen wrote a book on that, as a man thinketh. And so watch this. So you got to learn to explore. You got to learn, see, to go into your imagination. It doesn't cost anything for you to take 3 to 5 minutes a day and in your mind visualize yourself succeeding in a massive way. Explore the possibilities. Go and use, listen now, on the canvas of your imagination and just start imagining your life on top of the world. Imagine being one of the top 7. Imagine being one of the super successful ones. Imagine the thing that you want coming to pass. How does it make you feel? Go, just come with me now in your imagination. How does it feel when you're making $10,000 extra a month? Just imagine for a moment. Imagine, how would it feel if you're making $20,000 extra a month? How would you feel? How would it feel? Think about it. Go there in the canvas of your imagination. Receiving a check for extra $40,000 or $50,000 from. See, the psalmist said, I had fainted unless I believed to see. Some folks believe it when they see it, but the truly successful ones believe it, thus they see it. Watch this now, because true expectation will give you power and give you energy. I got to close, but you remember Christmas Eve, right? As a little child in our household, I mean, listen, we struggled all year long, but Mama was going to make up for it on Christmas. So Christmas Eve, listen, I mean, man, look, we up 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm thinking I can't get to sleep. I'm trying to. I just can't. Why? Because I'm so excited. Why? Because I'm expecting expecting something good to happen Christmas morning. And I'm telling you, my friend, when everybody else is tired and broken down and can't hardly make another step, the people with high expectancy have energy. Why? Because, my friend, that energy, that belief system says, I get energy and I see it happening, and I'm going to work till I see it happening. I'm expecting this. Let everybody else expect things to fail. Let everybody else expect things not to go right. Let everybody else expect things to crumble, but not me. I'm expecting my God to show himself strong in my behalf. My time is up. It's breakthrough time.
All right, all right. It's breakthrough time. Hey, listen, I'm expecting things to go well for me today and for you. And so thank God for each and every one of you being here to hear personal development from top leaders. Listen, I'm telling you right now, you have to expect there's going to be a incredible day. The Bible says this is the day the Lord's made. So you rejoice and be glad in it. It's uplift time. And so, hey, tell a friend to be on the call tomorrow again. Go out and uplift somebody because it's uplift time. God bless. Bye bye.